You are all currently hidden near the ruins of an old fountain. There's a bit of an open plaza, and there are some steps leading up to this big broken building of the post-mortal services building I described. There is a skeletal musician just at the foot of these steps, playing and laughing and dancing. Near the building, you also see the wagon that you've been tracking, but you don't see any signs of anyone else. It is also very dark, as it sometimes gets in Bantam. Very dark. Even though it's probably maybe like 5 o'clock.
Is the crazy storm over?
The storm is over. This is why you were able to come out and actually track the wagon. So there has been no sign of that dust has all melted away and given you free reign to walk the streets. Though, it is always a concern in Vantam. Those magical storms sort of pop up seemingly at random sometimes, and you don't know for how long you are safe here, out in the open air. And there are 2 hero points in the pool.
That's right.
Thank you.
You said we could see the wagon just kind of outside of...
Yeah, you just see this hulk of the wagon. You don't see, as I mentioned, the figure of the horse that brought it here.
And of the other robed figures.
You don't see anybody else. Just this fiddling skeleton.
Okay.
What?
Do you think we could sneak up and grab it? Someone just distract the skeleton guy.
Grab it.
I'm feeling the music, Jim.
Yes.
I'm there just like dancing around, and it's amazing. This is a free concert for Hogan.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of vibing on that.
He's vibing with the music.
And I want to know how the skeleton guy did this. I start walking forward.
You just go.
I'm going.
Yeah, so you get up and you see Hogan gets up and he starts walking out into the center of the plaza.
Kind of like Beetlejuice, like dancing forward into it.
This fiddling skeleton is like spinning around in a dance and spots you. Make just for kicks and giggles, make a performance check.
Oh, performance check. I love it. Natural 20.
Hey!
Oh my god.
So the skeleton sees you dancing to the music and starts to like match your dance, and you are dancing, and he's fiddling, and he's stepping up closer to you. Like you guys, I'll see this happening, and it seems like he's just vibing with the skeleton.
Like, that right there.
How did you get your
we
face
might be
like
able
this?
to take advantage of it.
Exactly, if we just use it.
Let's just sneak up there, grab the wagon.
So he's the distraction.
Yes.
All right, let's hope
do
this
it.
works.
I'd like to stealth Jim.
Okay, you start stealthing. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
24.
24. Okay. So you think that you are moving fairly I mean, they're having a moment. So you are creeping along.
I'll stealth along.
Is there, anybody else who's going with
Yes.
needs to make a stealth check as well.
Okay, I got a 22.
Ooh, 17 plus 13. Math,
30. Very nice, very nice. Everybody is sneaking about, and it doesn't seem like this fiddling skeleton notices you 3 creeping about at all. It's just totally focused on Hogan. It says, "Have you come to hear my song?
I heard it from far away, brother.
Have you come to join our throng?"
Oh, God.
Your throng.
Yes, yes.
Can I have a skeleton face as well?
You can. Do you have your coin?
I don't have a coin. What coin?
Your coin.
I get my gold coins out.
No. Your coin, sir.
Coin.
Yes.
I don't have a coin.
That is unfortunate. How can you join us without your coin? Are you not a believer?
I could be. So I'm trying to remember if I
So earlier, yes.
I remember the black coin.
There
but
is the black coin. Yeah,
Did
that's
you
the only
show
thing
it to
there.
everybody?
I think I did.
I don't want to metagame.
She did because you had to inspect it because you found that it had a magical aura about it.
That's
yes,
right.
yes. I don't know who ended up in possession of it, but I do know that you would know about it.
I believe I still
Coin.
have it.
Wait, the skull coin.
Yes, of course. The
Skulls
skull
on
coin.
both sides. The skull coin.
The very
magical
one.
skull coin.
Yes.
I left it in my other coat.
That is terribly unfortunate, my friend. Make a deception check.
Oh,
We're hearing this whole thing, right?
Make a perception check. See how much of it you actually hear. How much of the actual conversation.
Okay. I rolled a 1.
16.
I got a 10. Or 11.
I got 16 to hear.
What? What was the check?
You're making deception.
Because before it was performance.
Now you're deceiving.
20 plus 3 is Michael Jordan. Now
All
this
right.
one, the deception,
Yeah.
I went from a 20 to a 2, which is so very me. 2 is my number. So 2 on the die,
Cracked it.
Cracked it.
cracked it. 14.
14. Okay. Is this? I wonder. You have the look, but do you really believe?
Believe in what? The undead? Oh, I could stitch him up. I could fix him.
He raises a bony hand into the air and snaps twice, and you see 2 more figures start shuffling from the front door of this building. And as they draw a little bit closer, you can see that they are very gaunt figures. They have flesh, they're not skeletons,
Yeah.
but they have very, very sharp needle teeth, long clawed hands, and they are sort of stumbling forward. He says, you know, I guess it doesn't really matter whether you believe now, because you soon will, my friend. You soon will. And you need to roll initiative.
Nice.
Boy.
Nice.
Everybody can roll initiative. You're all there, but you're over by the wagon.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm was tuning the music.
Where are we at, Hogan?
18.
18 for Hogan. Not bad, but not good either. Kind of middling. Grace.
24.
Me too.
There we go.
Yeah.
Who's got a bigger bonus? Grace or Zamira?
Oh wait, sorry. I did perception.
Yeah, that's fine. You
Mine-
could also do stealth if you
Yeah, I
wanted
just
to.
realized.
It would be your choice.
I do stealth, and I'm at 526. Wait, math.
7, 12.
Jesus. 14 plus 13.
27.
It's good.
Yeah. Nice.
27 stealth, and then
I'm at a 25.
25. So you will all begin the combat undetected. They don't know you're there.
Right.
But you can see that things for Hogan have gotten a little bit out of hand, as there are new figures who have joined the scene, and the skeletal fiddler has stopped playing for just a moment. You can tell that things have gotten very tense. But I will tell you, before everything breaks out, because you had gotten right up to the wagon, you were looking inside, and what you see is that none of the supplies you brought are inside. They've all been unloaded.
Oh.
The horse also gone. The wagon itself is the only thing here. Zamira, you can see these figures. The 2 newcomers sort of crouch real low, and you're like, all your danger sense goes off, and you realize Hogan is standing alone against these creatures, and they are very likely going to attack him. What do you do?
I would. Did I hear any of that conversation? About
What was your perception?
coins? I think it was 16.
Yeah, you heard them talking, but a specific word, like maybe a few words, but you don't really know what they were saying.
Okay, then I'm going to. If they look like they're about to like do something to him, then I'm going to run in.
Okay, you just run up. You are so you could get to any one of them. If you want to maintain stealth, you'll need to roll another stealth check,
I'd
and
like
it'll
to
take
do
you
that.
2 actions to
Yeah.
get there. If you want to just run, you could just run up.
No, I'll maintain stealth.
Okay, so you are going to creep forward.
That is 13 plus a 9.
13 plus 9 is a 22. You can get up to which of the creatures do you want to get to? The newcomers or the skeleton itself?
The newcomers.
The newcomers. So you creep right up next to one of these creatures, and as you get right up close to it, it stinks, this horrible rotting odor that is overwhelming to your senses. And I do need you to make a fortitude save.
Oh no! Nope, it's not in the box. Not in the box.
Whoa.
Not in the
So that's a
box.
15 plus will. That's a
Fortitude.
sorry, fortitude. 11. 15 plus 11, so that's 26.
Yep. So you sort of choke down the bile, and you get right up next to this creature, and it took you 2 actions to do it. But it doesn't seem to even have noted. It's totally focused on Hogan. It's about to leap down at him, and you are right up next to it. And you do what with your 3rd action?
Can I? Since they haven't attacked it, am I able to like kind of put him in a chokehold and put my like?
You want to
sword?
grab this thing? Okay, it would be an athletics check.
just in case. That is a 16.
16 is exactly enough to grab this creature. You have it grabbed.
Yes.
Now you don't have your weapon drawn, as far as I know at this point, because you've used all your actions to move up
yeah,
sneakily.
yeah,
but
right.
you do have this creature grabbed.
Yes.
And now it turns to you and like hisses and is like you can see like this black drool coming out of its mouth, and you're not so certain that you maybe want to have it grabbed as it like lunges for your neck with its teeth.
great.
But we'll see how that all pans out.
Okay.
It is now Ostrich's turn.
The fiddler. He's
Yes.
on a raised platform of sorts.
No, he's just like at the bottom of this this set of stairs.
Okay. Well, I will, because why not? I'll produce flame
Yeah.
and just huck it right at this guy.
And as soon as you produce the flames, the lights come back on. It's daytime again. You reignite the sun.
Yeah, I'll produce flame and
Sure, huck a spell at it. That's fine.
Daily, yeah.
Go for it.
To hit, right? Yeah. It's only 15 to hit.
15 to hit. It is flat-footed because it is not aware of your presence yet. But even with that, a 15 is not enough. You come close, but your fireball is just a little bit wide, and now the creature like looks at in the direction that it came and says, "Oh, I see. Very tricky, very tricky. That's fine. That's fine. We'll make believers of all of you."
And I cast shield.
Then you cast shield.
Right.
For good measure, you cast shield. Grace.
Okay, she's still holding on to it.
Yes.
Okay, so I probably don't want to shoot it at that point. I think I'm gonna follow.
Well, technically,
Uh-huh.
the rules don't account for any kind of penalty for like you can shoot it. Like it doesn't
I
actually.
won't hurt her by shooting it.
I mean, if you critically miss, I might just be a mean person, but probably not. I probably won't do that.
Sorry, Diana, maybe. Okay, yeah, I'll try to shoot at it then.
Sure.
Wow, really? Wow.
What is it, a 1?
Okay, I said unless you critically miss. So
I say you just let it happen.
you do have a hero point. You always start every
I
episode
will
with one hero
use-
point.
I will use that hero point just to be. Do I roll that here?
Yep.
Yep. Hero point in the box.
Okay, it's a 14. Much better, which that's plus a 16. So was that 28, 20? Nope. Yeah, 8, 20.
It's like 34.
34.
16
Great.
or 14 plus 16. Yeah, doesn't matter. 30, you get them. That is a critical hit.
Yeah.
Okay, what is my damage?
On Diana.
Nope.
Oh, Diana. No. Yes, Diana is dead now.
Good wishes. Okay. That is 9, and then I roll it again. Is that right? For the critical? Or do I?
So you would just double the damage.
No, so
Does your bow have the deadly trait by any chance?
It does.
Because you do add, so you double what your weapon damage is, and
Okay.
then add the deadly die damage on
nice.
top of whatever that.
Oh, okay. So what did I say? 18. So that's 22 total.
22 points of damage. So you are holding on to this creature, and it's like, okay, fine, and it's going to come to bite you, and then this arrow just right in its head. It is not,
Welcome.
even though like the arrow is like sticking out of both of its cheeks, but somehow this creature is still alive.
Wow.
But there was only one action.
Oh.
You do have more
Diana
actions.
again.
No,
You
we're
can
not
shoot
shooting.
Diana
No.
as many times as you want.
We only wait. Which hero point was used?
Mine. I used mine.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to shoot again at a penalty.
Why not?
That's,
-5.
right?
Yeah, -5 on the second attack.
Why not? 7. Okay, so 7 plus 16 would be 13 plus. What was the? -5.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, my brains also don't do math. I believe that's like a. This should be 2, so it'd be 18.
18 is precisely what you needed to do. It's not nearly as clean of a strike, but it certainly hits.
That'll do. And I, of course, put my d8s away. Why would I keep those out? That's more. No, is that? Yeah, that's 9 more damage.
9 more points of damage. This arrow takes it in the chest, and you feel it go limp in your grasp, Zamira, and you just kind of like drop it because it's fully dead.
I just look at Grace and I'm like I give her like a nod.
You do have one more action left.
Oh. Can I take its fiddle? Am I close?
Can you do
enough?
what? I'm sorry.
Can I take the fiddle? Does it still have the fiddle? This is
This was the
Well, that
creature
hedgehog
that
is
she was.
creature.
She was not holding onto the
I
skeleton. She was
wanted
holding
that
on to
one.
the.
Is the skeleton nearby?
The skeleton is right next to Hogan.
Okay. Could I be in reach to try and like kick it in the head?
Because you guys had gone over by the. You're over by the cart still,
Okay.
so you could get up to it this turn, but you would be out of reach at where
could
you're
I
present.
shoot at it?
You can. It'll be a -10 on this.
Let's try it. You're not the right die. Here we go.
I-
Oh.
Out of the box.
Okay, that's an 11 plus 16 is 27.
-10,
Minus 10,
17, which is not a successful hit. This time your arrow goes wide. You're a little bit too excited by the first 2 strikes. Third one goes wide, but it was still a solid turn. That takes it to my turn, my favorite turn. The creature that was just in your grasp that dies, there was its friend next to it who then turns to you and just leaps forward and is going to try to
Okay.
claw at you instead of going
Okay.
after Hogan. That is going to be, probably not, and only an 11.
No.
So it comes in, swipes, and misses horribly. It is going to try to bite you with its third action. But that is a 20 even.
Nope.
Which isn't going to get you. So it tries to get its teeth in you,
I'm
but you manage to
dodging.
dodge out of the way
Dodging it.
easily. And then there's the creature that is right next to you, who takes, it continues its song. But there is a distinctive change in the rhythm, and it's much more frantic. And I need you and you, Zamira, to
Yes.
both make a will save.
I'm just over here like Will Ferrell and Elf trying to hug a raccoon. Jim, I just want to make
Just
friends
trying
with
to.
the skeleton.
I have 20.
How about natural 20 again?
Natural.
How come?
Hold on. So
I was
a
gonna
nat
say,
20.
what about
What
our
was
side?
the? Which one was it?
It's a will save.
So that's 33 total.
33. That is a critical success.
And I'm like getting frantic with this music.
You feel. I mean, like you're just dancing because
Yeah.
for the fun of it.
I got a dirty
You,
20.
however, begin to dance because you feel compelled to dance. Because you cannot stop yourself from dancing to the beat of this tune. While you are affected by this song,
What's going on? My chair.
you must spend
what?
one action every round only dancing. So you must be dancing, and while you are dancing, you are considered to be dancing for the whole of your turn, but you have to actually spend one of your actions to do it.
Okay.
And while you are dancing, you are flat-footed. So not that great for you. And then it sees that you're not affected, Hogan, and it like rakes the bow across the fiddle, and this loud, shrill sound erupts from it, and you can actually see this like wave of energy fly towards you as it attempts to strike you with a dissonant chord. And Hogan, that's going to be a 23.
For sure. Michael Jordan hits.
Michael Jordan hits.
Absolutely.
You are going to take 5 plus 9 points of sonic damage as the cord just like shreds through some of your
Ooh,
flesh.
are my ears bleeding?
A little bit.
Yes.
A little bit of blood comes out of your ears. That was all 3 of its actions for the round, which takes us
For
to your turn. What do you do?
No, you don't understand. This is all wrong. We're friends. We're trying what I am with you. I take my dagger out and I start to try and cut my face off.
Oh my god.
So I'm putting the dagger to my face and I'm gonna take my face off. I'm trying to take my face off.
Okay.
So
What?
yeah. So I start putting the dagger, making a line.
What has prison
Cutting.
done to you?
So Jim,
A couple of things happen.
yes.
The first is you start to feel this weird, like, vibrating in your flesh and in your bones. Maybe it's your current action, maybe it was the lingering effect from the song, but either way, a surge of wild magic erupts over the battlefield.
Yes.
That's Sarah BC1 special coming
Who
in.
does it hit?
Sarah.
Oh,
It's, why don't
Whoa,
you?
What is that
Oh,
coming out of
mutation!
me?
it's a mutation.
Who's getting mutated?
That
Yes.
was fun.
I don't know who's getting mutated.
We need to find out who's getting mutated.
Diana.
Diana's?
Oh.
I don't know.
Zamira is suffering a mutation. So Zamira, you're dancing and you feel your body begin to change.
Oh.
You feel this surge of wild magic, Hogan. I want you to just roll a d10.
Do it. Do it. Roll well.
I'm rolling.
Roll
Are
4.
you rolling mutation for me?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
I'm rolling for cutting my face off.
Okay.
Ah, it's a 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Everything is very risky now. Let's see.
It's always risky.
Everyone across the board, everyone can always choose to bump the result of any d20 roll up 1 level of success. However, every time you bump a roll, you become doomed.
What is what?
Doomed?
What?
Yeah, doomed means that, so in Pathfinder 2nd Edition,
Yes.
when you drop to 0 hit points, you become dying. If you reach dying 4, you are dead. When you're doomed, you always add, you can basically, it's basically like you add 1 level of dying anytime you go to dying. So if you're doomed 1 and you drop to dying, you actually start at dying 2 and you can only go down. It basically makes it a lot easier for you to die. Yeah. So again, you can bump the level of success for any d20 roll, and you can bump it as many times as you want on an individual roll. But each time you bump any rolls, you become increasingly doomed.
Mutation!
Another
More mutations?
What?
And it's ostrich. Zamira,
Yes.
you, as you're dancing, feel your body begin to change, and I need you to roll a d10 and tell me what you get.
D10. Do you want me to roll it in the box?
Sure, why not? I mean, they won't know. They'll have no frame of reference for any of this.
1.
1.
Yes.
You begin to dance very, very quickly. You begin to move very, very quickly, and the whole world seems to slow down. But you feel like sort of drained, as if all this movement is using up an incredible amounts of energy. It feels harder to, you feel yourself weakening, and you feel like a mind fog. You are enfeebled 1 and stupefied 1. However, you are also quickened, meaning you get 4 actions every round now.
Including the dance number.
Including, right. No, so you have a total of 4 actions.
Okay.
You're enfeebled 1 and stupefied 1.
Enfeebled 1 and stupefied 1, okay.
And you are going to need to eat constantly. And if you don't eat constantly, more bad things begin to happen to you as you starve very, very quickly.
What am I gonna eat?
Does she know this?
Well,
She'll
start to
the
feel.
munchies?
She'll start to feel hungry in a minute.
This is a mutation, right?
This
So
is a
it's-
mutation, so it's permanent forever.
Wow.
And now our good friend Ostrich, you roll a d10 for
I don't want to dance or be enfeebled. I want a good one, Jim.
There's more twizzlers.
Oh,
Here, get it again.
Can we switch?
8.
Just joking.
me. 8. Okay. Oh.
I ate it.
Okay. Your hands start to feel a little bit weird, and you look down on them, and you can see like webs forming between your fingers. And also, while you are a halfling, so you're wearing no shoes, you can see the same thing is happening to your feet. They're getting larger and webbed. It's much more awkward to move on land, so you reduce your land speed by 5 feet. However, you now have a swim speed equal to your regular speed. You can breathe underwater because these gills form on your neck, but you're a little bit slower on land. So you're an amphibious creature now.
All right. I don't know if you...
And yes, that is permanent.
Whole new world of study.
Yeah. There
Now,
was a part of VANTAM underwater.
now, Diana.
Yes.
In terms of permanent, yes,
Yes.
but each individual person can only have a total of 2 mutations at a time. If you get more than 2 mutations,
swap one
you
out.
choose which one you want to lose to get
Right.
the next one. So,
Okay.
yes.
Thanks, Sarah.
And I believe we were starting. Oh, jeez! I think I'm getting mutated again.
Mutated.
Who's getting it?
Who is it?
Them.
Who is it?
Them.
Who is it?
Them.
Who is it? Give
Don't
it
look
to
at me. Them.
Who's it gonna be?
We'll never know.
Duh.
False alarm! Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Now it does look like, on
Yes.
top of everything else, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4.
we have
There's
more?
6 more hero points in the pool.
thank
So
you.
you have a total of 8 in the pool. And the dust has risen to its 2nd level, which means all spell DCs across the board for everyone are increased by 1, and all magical damage and all magical damage from any magical source, including magic weapons, increases by 1.
Ooh.
That goes both ways. Bad guys.
Yes, everybody, that's global, like the total amount of magic in VANTAM is increased to this level. Hogan,
It's fabulous.
you were cutting your face off.
I'm surging with
You're
wild
surging, all
magic.
this stuff's happening. It's getting weird as heck. So I don't know what to do with this. Let's say the first thing that happens is you're gonna deal 1d8 points of damage to yourself as you
Yes.
start to cut.
Yes, where's my D8? It's cutting deep, Jim. My ears are bleeding. 3 points of damage, not that deep.
Yeah, no, you're just cutting on face. Now, I guess you tell me, what do you want to happen?
I want to convince them that I am ready. I am ready, brother.
So you're
brother,
trying to
I am
convince them
ready.
that you're a
Yes,
convert.
I have the coin.
I'm gonna guess that you're probably not bluffing. So roll a diplomacy check.
Huzzah! Oh, diplomacy. 8.
8.
8.
You like this skeletal figure is like seems to match your sort of maniacal energy, but now like they've gone so far off the deep end that they're not even processing your words or what's happening. They're just like they start going crazy. So it's like he's just going to continue attacking you because he's just caught in this madness now.
This is amazing. It's all I ever wanted.
There's really only one action. So what
there's
else do you
only
want
one
to do?
action.
Yeah.
So while I'm doing that,
Yeah.
I'm starting to try and peel
Okay.
some of the skin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do I need to roll more
If you
damage?
want to, I tell you what. Every time you take an action that would further damage your face,
Yes.
deal 1d8
You want another
damage to
D8?
yourself.
Why are you doing
4.
this?
4 more points. So
4
you're just
more points.
ripping the flesh
God,
out of his
it's peeling down. The skin is
terrible.
curling, and
Why?
wilder look in my eye, and I'm pulsing with wild magic, Jim.
You
And
do
it's
have
incredible.
one more action left.
I'm just gonna
Technically,
continue to dance.
You just keep dancing.
Continue to
So you
dance
just spend an
and-
action
yeah.
dancing. Okay.
Wildly.
It is truly disturbing, and I don't know what to do with this, but I'll think of something. We go to the top of the next round. Zamira, you feel
I'm
like you're dancing.
So I have to roll for dancing.
One of your actions is to dance. You still have
3.
3 more actions now.
Great.
And there is a creature right in front of you trying to do to you what Hogan's doing to himself.
Okay, so I'm gonna hunt prey.
Yes.
That's my second action. Third action, gonna take out my blades.
Yes, the
And
blades
then the
pop
fourth
out.
action, I will attack.
Okay, now are your blades finesse weapons?
Why are you giving me all this bad news? Yes.
Okay, so luckily you're not going to take a minus, because enfeebled you would take a -1 to melee attacks, but these are finesse weapons, so you're using your
Oh.
dexterity.
So
However, your damage is still going to be at a -1 because that's still
Yes.
based on your strength.
Okay.
However, +1 for your magic sword because of the
rune strength.
surge of magic dust in
that's
here.
it.
So
Okay. So that's a 17 plus 15.
17 plus 15 is a critical hit.
That is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 11, 12. So 12 doubled.
12 doubles is 24 points of damage. You just cut this thing nearly in half with a single stroke. It is still standing, but it is like you can see its open rib cage. Like you could see its innards are starting to spill out. It doesn't even seem to notice this, but you can tell it's happening. I do need to make a fortitude save. Sorry, because this thing is also very stinky.
Okay, smell.
Stinky.
Oh, that's 14 plus, you said will?
Fortitude.
Fortitude. Plus 11. 14 plus 11. 25.
Yeah, you are not affected by this. So okay, so good. You still have 2 more actions left.
I do?
Or no, sorry,
No, I
you drew
don't.
your. So you have 1 more action left. You drew your blades, and now you struck.
No, I thought I danced.
You danced?
I
You drew?
prayed.
Oh, you hunted.
Yeah.
You hunted. I forgot about the
I did all
hunting.
the
hunted.
things.
She hunted. So we go down to our good friend
Active dancing.
Ostrich.
Okay. First question.
Yes.
Seeing Hogan do all this,
I don't want
can I transfer to red team?
You just want to abandon this entirely? Yeah, okay, sure.
That's a little weird.
You be quiet up there.
Yeah.
So Hogan, or not Hogan, I'm Ostrich. Looking at the webs in here and figuring out, and he uses this opportunity. Just kind of, he swings his arm down just into like the rain gutter and pulls up some water and tosses it towards the skeleton as I cast hydraulic push.
Hydraulic push on the skeletal
On the
creature.
fiddly
Yes, the
man.
fiddler. What do I need to do, or what do you need to do?
It is a spell attack.
Spell attack.
And I'm gonna use my hero point, Jim,
Hero point.
and a different die.
No, you're supposed to in the box.
I do gotta do it in the box. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh. Cracked it.
Cracked it.
Cracked it.
13.
13. The jet of water just goes wide. You're so disturbed by what Hogan's doing that you lose your concentration on your spell.
Nothing happens. I burned the spell, and that makes me sad. I cast shield.
You got shield for yourself. All right.
I'm done.
Grace.
I would like to electric arc the skeleton.
Hero point in the pool.
Thank you.
So many.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we do have a lot. This comes off of my tattoos, much like
Ooh.
Samira. But
Yeah.
I want to do that at the skeleton, and technically I can hit 2 creatures.
Sure.
Is there anything else nearby that? looks-
There's a ghouly creature that's there are 2 creatures on the field. So yeah, there's the
Okay.
creature Zymera is facing, and then there's the skeleton that Hogan is facing.
I'll aim for the skeleton.
Sure.
Okay, that.
Those are reflex saves, I believe, for me.
Yes, reflex.
All right. So remember, your spell DC is currently increased by 1. So whatever it says on your sheet, add 1 to it. The first target, the one that Zymera is facing, got a 14.
A 14. Okay, this is not my class DC, right? This is
No, you should have a spell DC listed wherever on the same page that Electric Arc is listed.
I see it is 10 plus proficiency, but it is not listed in.
Oh no.
Yes. What would the proficiency be of that? Let me see.
At your level, you would probably have like a 19.
Okay.
We'll just call it 19 for now, which would be a 20 under the
Oh.
current circumstances.
Here we go. 19. 19 is it. It's in
Nice.
my app.
I was right. I was guessing, guys, and I got it right. I'm so good at
You play a lot
Pathfinder.
of these games. You play these games a lot?
Sometimes, every once in a while. So the first one definitely fails, and the skeleton man, natural 20, critical
No.
success, takes no
Sure.
damage. But you do deal some damage to that first target.
All right.
'Cause we're
That
fine.
first damage is 7, 8, 9.
9, and this one had already been nearly cut in half by Zamira's blade, explodes in a shower of gore and gunk that gets all over Zamira. It's really gross. It's
peeps.
terrible.
Ugh.
You do have 1 action left. It's 2 action spell.
I will now shoot at it. No,
Shoot.
not at it because it's dead.
Right,
I'll
the
shoot
other
at
the skeleton is still up, so shoot
Keep
the
pointing at
skeleton.
me
Go
when
for
you
it.
say skeleton.
You're about to become a skeleton at this rate.
Oh, what was that? I missed it.
You follow.
You follow.
That is a 21.
21 is a hit.
Yes.
Increase your damage by 1 thanks to that magic dust, and I believe your bow is magical.
Yes, it is. So that will be 9 damage.
9 points of damage. You can see that the impact of your arrow is not as effective against this bony man as it would a living fleshy person, but it does deal some. You crack some of the ribs. It takes a bit of damage. And then we move on to its turn. It is not seemingly concerned about the death of its friends at all. It doesn't even seem to notice. It is just screaming rather than singing right now. And because its weird magical song dance, its dance with death is in effect. So it is going to perform a boisterous finale.
I don't like the word finale in there.
Boisterous
It
is fun,
turns
though.
so that it is facing you and you.
Okay.
And you are both going to need to make a reflex save as these cords begin to rend flesh.
I'm gonna use my hero point just in case.
All right.
Figure, go in the box. That's worse.
Now you can
You do
use
have
the
to-
doom thing.
No.
Oh, you could increase the result by 1 step if you'd like.
No, I'm taking my 18.
Okay. Well, that is a failure.
Great.
27.
27 is a success.
'Cause I'm jamming
You're going to take
you.
half damage from this, and you are going to take full damage.
Ouch. Got a lot.
Sonic damage.
How many?
That's gonna be, that's 10. 20 points full. So you take 20. You actually take 21 because this is a magical effect. 21 points of sonic damage and 10 points of sonic damage for Hogan.
Keep going faster. 20.
And then it is going to, as it's doing this, it sort of like kicks out with its foot at your face. while it is dancing.
But I have a knife, but it's dangerous because there's a knife by my face and I'm. This is bad.
Maybe it'll kill itself
This
on the
is-
blade. That is going to be a 23 to hit. So
Michael Jordan hits every time,
Michael
Jim.
Jordan beats it. And this bony foot is quite painful. You are going to take, 15, 18 points of bludgeoning damage. It catches you right in the middle of your face, breaking your nose.
Yes, and the
Blood is
trickles
gushing
down.
out.
My ears are bleeding. I'm trying to rip my face off. And yeah.
And it is your turn. So,
So my nose is bleeding now.
yeah.
And I'm doing like that. And I'm so excited by the blood. I take the blood from my nose and I reach and put my hand across the skeleton's face. And when I do, I harm it as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you casting the spell harm?
Casting the spell. What? Why are you?
Nope.
No? I'm doing it.
I'm just drinking water.
I'm
Don't
doing
worry about me.
it. Yeah, don't shake your head. I'm casting the spell harm.
Okay. I will make a fortitude save.
And
Which is a failure. However, I regret to inform you that as you
I know.
pump
I
this
say,
creature-
brother, I am with you.
Okay,
You need to
okay, so you're-
understand.
Gotcha.
Blood smearing on his face. It's love. This is love juice,
Love juice.
brother. And I'm. So
Wow.
It's the episode tag.
I thought it was something else.
How many actions did you spend on the spell?
So my full harm. Well, it'll be one of my. The effect is the maximum effect.
Right, but I'm saying but also
Full.
so you could spend 3 actions
Full.
and everybody in a
Full.
30-foot burst gets harmed.
Full. I
Okay.
am so jacked
So
up.
you need to make
I
a
am
fortitude
so
save as
jacked
well,
up on
Samira.
this. I am so jacked up on this song.
That's a 26.
Okay, so you succeed. So you're going to take half. Go ahead and roll 3d8.
3d8.
3d10.
God.
3d10.
Oh my.
3d10. You'll take half, Samira.
I'm gonna like.
Hogan terrifies me.
Wait. These are 10s, yeah? Yeah.
Make sure.
Yep.
that
9.
9.
No. 13.
13 points of damage.
13 points of
So I
damage.
take.
So you take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And this creature is you could see like some of its ribs had been cracked by one of the arrows, and they had like closed back up, and he becomes
what is it?
full again.
And then?
and then
And then?
It's not
And
his
then?
turn yet, so we'll find out what
Okay.
happens. But it is Zamira's turn right now.
Wait, he becomes full again?
Yeah, it actually heals the skeleton.
What the
because-
hell?
What? What? Don't.
Sunday. Oh boy.
I have to dance.
Yes, you dance for 1 action.
I'm hungry. Don't
You
I have to
are-
look for food?
You're currently at this exact moment. You're okay.
Okay. So I have my swords out. Can I go to him and attack him?
Yeah, absolutely. You can.
Me?
No, not you.
Might
but
as- I
want
mean,
to.
maybe you.
Might as well.
Oh, 16 plus. Can I attack once or twice this round?
Twice, because
Twice.
you have 4 actions total.
Great. So 16 plus 14.
Is 30.
Oh, yes, 30.
30 is a critical hit.
Okay.
You just crack this thing right in the back of the skull.
Ooh, that's double 6s on my sword. So
She's gonna kill your friend.
Wait, I'm not done yet. Hold on. 12. What is it?
Is it magic sword?
Yes.
It is.
One of them is.
But because she's enfeebled, it's really going to end up being
Yeah, I got
what
him
she
low,
would
sorry.
normally deal.
So 12. Oh my gosh. What's going on? 12. 6, 12, 13, 14. Doubled.
28.
28.
28 points of damage. You crack this thing in the back of the skull,
Yes.
and it's like the back of the skull actually shatters inward.
Yes.
And the thing like stumbles forward into Hogan and
Great.
collapses into a pile of bones.
Perfect.
I had it, guys. I had it, brother.
You.
We were about to get in. We were in.
You were cutting off your own
Yeah,
face?
he was making you cut your face. I agree. And then you killed him.
He was making me do nothing. I was doing it, brother. That was me.
I bet worse.
Hey, look at this!
That is pretty cool.
Where'd you get that? Did you take it?
That's odd.
Van-
That's probably from the.
Jamaica?
VANTAM is
Yes, it's the atmosphere.
awkward.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's permanent.
Yeah, you three especially would know that sometimes that just happens to people. Even people who avoid the worst of the magical storms, sometimes you just spend enough time in the city, and someone who isn't as accustomed to the magic around here, very likely. Yeah. You also are starting to feel quite a bit different, and now you're starting to notice that it's like terrible right now. There's nothing you need to worry about right now, but you are starting to already feel like.
Can I ask what kind of hunger is it? Is it gonna be like?
It's not like
body
you need.
hunger?
Yes,
I mean, like if you.
Or like food?
You crave food. I'm sure that if you were in a space where you didn't have food for long enough, ostrich would start to look really tasty.
Great.
But for now, it's just regular. Like you just
Okay.
really, you could go for a second breakfast.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Jim, would you say she has the munchies?
got
Would
the
she be
munchies
like,
right
man,
now.
like, man? She would start she starts saying man a lot to us, like a.
I mean, you three looking at her now, because like he's got like an obvious difference. He's got gills on his neck and webbed toes and webbed fingers, but she doesn't like. It's not like necessarily a physical thing, but you can see she's almost like constantly twitching, constantly moving, and when she talks, it's really, really fast. And like every time she moves, she's like just moving so much faster. And, yeah.
Stage directions, Diana, do it.
Yes, I hear it.
I want to go over to the pile of bones and
Yeah.
see if I can collect the hand pieces.
Oh yeah.
And then go, look. You could put it together, I suppose.
I smack it out of. We were in. We needed the coin. We could have gotten all the things.
I have the coin in my pocket. What do you mean we need the coin?
to enter the Brotherhood.
Well, why didn't you just tell me to give you the coin in the first place?
Because you ran up and started killing all my new friends.
Well, he was about to attack you.
Friends.
Yes.
I don't know that they were friends, is what I was saying.
Oh, I thought you were calling us friends.
They seem to be attacking all of us, and so we
Still
thought
curled skin and blood.
that. Do you need help? And
Fine.
I need help.
I mean, he desperately needs help, but
Yeah,
nothing
well.
that you can do, I
They
fear.
took all our stuff. It's all gone.
All right, I've been here before. There was a lot of bad things before, I think, if I remember correctly. So it's probably good that we killed them this time.
I'm bleeding everywhere.
Is that
And I'm just
your
staring
blood?
at you.
Blood, peeled face off.
Blood stare down.
Oh, do you need
Yes,
some?
please. Look at
some attention.
me.
Oh, you need attention.
Yes.
For the twitching?
Sure, but I need.
Twitching quite a bit.
I can't help it. It's just this place is making me so nervous.
Is that what it is?
So, Jim, I take out my kit. I put the kit out, and I back in the hole.
And then it gets dark as soon as you pull out the tools.
I motion for her to come forward. I open up the toolkit.
Okay. Oh, Diana does not like this. Okay, yes.
Just try not to kill her.
But don't kill me. You need me.
Might want to bite down on something.
So, let's do the thing.
Don't
Risky
do that.
surgery,
Thing,
Joe.
yeah,
Risky
do the risky surgery.
Violent this time, though.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Like last time. Well, this is like. You don't hear this.
Okay.
You don't know.
That again. You don't
You don't know. I'm only
know
thinking
what's
about
going
doing
on
this
inside
horrible thing to you.
Last time you described it as very like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
getting in.
Yeah.
No, this is like.
You're just chopping. This is
Yeah,
chop,
this
chop,
is like
chop.
I'm like a Yan can cook, and I'm in
Yeah.
there like I'm trying to It's gonna be fun. No, so yeah, you.
Oh yes, I'm not metagaming. I walk over.
Yeah, so tools are out, and
Great.
I have to start rolling damage on you.
First thing, yeah, you'll deal 1d8 points of damage.
1d8 points of damage to start, Diana.
Wow.
These tools don't look very clean. I'm pretty sure they still have
You don't look
ostrich.
very clean.
Well, yes.
Should we burn those?
That's a d6, Craig.
Oh, it is a d6. I keep grabbing the wrong die for that. It's only.
That's a d10, Craig.
Maybe this is your first
There we
time.
go.
This is your first
This
time
is
playing.
hi guys. My name's Eric Raddick. People call me Craig. This is my first time playing one of these games. I don't play a lot of I play a lot of these games a lot. My wrist is so
Anyway, sorry,
8
yes.
points of damage
Okay.
given from the healing.
Oh my.
And I go, let the healing begin, brother.
Okay. All right. Just do it.
Make your medicine check.
Medicine check.
If we-
D20, yes.
D20.
One of these 20-sided die. Here, I'm gonna make it good for you though. I'm gonna
Thank you.
charge it up.
Yeah, charge
Charge
that
it
bad
up.
boy
I'm gonna
up.
charge it up. 17 on the die.
Okay.
My medicine is pretty good. It's a plus 11. So 28 points, or 28 on my check. Not,
which is a success that because you've used risky surgery automatically becomes a critical success. So you're going to restore now 4d8 points.
No, you can't step that up again, right?
No, there's no step beyond critical success.
Cool.
You can make it intentionally harder for a greater effect, but he's not a master at yet, I don't believe.
16 points of damage given.
Damage?
I mean,
Healing.
healing damage, love. 16 points of love, loving care,
Love
tender,
Love juice.
tender, bloody, loving. Damage first, then the healing begins. It's all a
Put her kidney back in.
it's.
My kidney's already in there. Just scratches.
I do like when Jim said I was stitching faces. Then I begin to stitch your face.
Yeah,
Not
you
my
start
face.
stitching,
I
yeah.
just start stitching things.
Yeah.
What's on my face? What's
It's
on my face?
like there's this huge gash on your arm, and he stitches it, but then he just keeps going, stitching up your arm.
But then I don't even cut it.
Oh,
I don't even cut
great.
and then just to your face.
Ah.
So, and this we're from here to here. Yeah.
So then I can't
does
move
it.
my face.
Not delicate either. Like in there,
Ow.
like in and hooking
Ow.
and
What is that?
pulling,
Is that really
and then pulling.
necessary?
Yeah. And,
Okay.
What part is that about?
I don't
what?
know.
It's healing.
Right, but
I'm
now
fixing.
her arm
Can
is
you-
stuck
can you
to
do
her
this?
face. No,
Did you need help?
Oh
right
no,
now?
I'm
No?
great.
Okay, I don't think this thread is going to be very useful.
You can just cut the
Well,
thread.
just
I take my
yeah.
dagger. I take my dagger out and cut it.
You might tie an end off the.
Yeah, Grace, please.
All right. I just kind of try to like tie a nice little bow in it.
I thought he was gonna sew your arm to his face.
This is the next one.
Next time.
Eventually, all of Blue Team is going to be like sewn together monstrosity.
I will. How many times can I do this on different people?
You can do it
that
on
takes
different
10
people.
minutes.
Right, so you spend 10 minutes doing this, which brings me to you two. Is there anything during that time while he's working on Zamira that you want to be doing?
I'd be trying to figure out if they just loaded the cart things in the front door or.
Sure, go ahead and make a perception or a survival check.
It's gonna be a perception. 26.
26. Okay, so you can see that there's like where the wagon is. If you continue around the building, there's almost like this ramp that goes down, and underneath the building, there's like this loading door that is solid. Like you can't, like you know, it's locked up. You know, you can't open it, but you would guess that all the stuff got taken out of the wagon, brought down here. You see lots of tracks here. Like I mean, you know, a bunch of rogue figures and a zombified horse probably came through here, but. You don't see any way to get through this door.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would have been looking around for tracks. So if I just
Yeah, you see
followed
he's
ostrich-
picked up some stuff, and yeah, you could pretty easily figure out the same thing that he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I would want to see if I could find a way into the building.
Sure. Go ahead and make another perception check for me.
Perception. Okay. Okay, that's an 18.
18. So, I mean, there's the front door, which is obvious. But in terms of additional entrances, since he doesn't seem to be able to get this door open, unless there's some way to force it, there is a broken, the northwestern corner of the building looks like it's sustained, and like many buildings, it's sustained a lot of damage.
No.
Oh,
Oh, no.
thanks. Everyone gets mutated.
Oh, no, Grace.
What would
You're
Maybe
looking.
you could turn liquid and go under a door.
maybe?
Oh, Alex Mack. I just love that show. Sorry.
You could basically climb up like 2 floors. There's a section of the corner of the building where like it's damaged, like there was an opening, you could get in there. It would be a climb. You don't know how. You feel like you'd be
Yeah.
pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Not sure about these two, but maybe. But then you start to feel very strange. Your body begins to change, and I need you to roll a d10.
Oh god. Oh boy. That's a 2.
2. Okay. What kind of armor are you wearing?
I'm wearing studded leather, I do believe.
Okay. Your right side starts to feel really, really tight. Down the side. And there are these these buttons. You like rip open some of these buttons on the side, and this thin, bony arm comes out of your side. You now have a third arm.
I think she's just kind of like,
Just think how much faster you could fire your bow.
don't shake it.
Look at that!
And don't cut it off, Hogan.
What?
Does it work? I mean, is it actual functional?
I'm trying to high five myself.
Yeah, you high five. You find you can move it. It's a little awkward, but yeah, you can move it. It can hold and manipulate
I
objects.
was gonna say.
It also can be used to make an unarmed attack. You have because it's very like it has these like claws on it. You now have a claw attack that deals 1d4 strength damage, or sorry, 1d4 damage plus strength. It is an agile weapon, so it only takes a -4 and then -8 penalty on second and fourth attacks.
Oh.
However, you don't have to worry about this because you're not currently wearing it. But if you were to wear medium or heavy armor, you would be continuously clumsy in that armor. But you've got light armor on, so it's okay for you right now.
Okay, great. Well, I'm gonna climb this, and I'm like, well, I might as well use it so I can, like have.
Yeah, it actually makes climbing a little bit easier. In fact, make an athletics check to climb and give yourself a +1 bonus for
I
your
imagine
third
she's a
leg.
little faster on one side.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's actually just sort of like climbing in circles.
Okay, so that's a 27.
27, yeah, I mean, you can easily, like, this is not a challenge for you at all. You all see that she sprouts a third arm and starts climbing up the side of the building.
It's harder to do a manicure, I suppose. I don't. She's just like yelling
I'm
this.
just watching.
I feel like I got off light.
This is like as you're being stitched together and we're watching.
Yeah.
And Hogan might secretly be in love, Jim. We don't know. We don't know.
With who?
There's an
You
extra.
don't know
Specifically
that.
her third arm. Not with Grace, with her third
Just
arm.
the arm.
Something inside of Hogan moved.
Oh no.
Should we follow?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know how else you're gonna get in here, but maybe I can find a way to unlock the door
All right.
from inside.
And I hop on the wall and I start trying to climb up.
You want to start climbing? Okay, make
go.
an athletics check.
Watch your webbing.
You've done me bad.
Don't rip your webbing.
What is that? Oh, that's not too bad. Athletics, yes?
Yes.
17.
17. It's not disastrous, but you're finding it much more difficult than Grace did. And you get maybe like 8 feet up, and then you sort of like slide back down the building. And
What
then
if-
lights come on.
What if
Yeah.
it were to be extra good and raise the level one?
If you want to change a failure to a
You're
success,
doing
that's
the
only one.
Someone paid for the
It's
wild
only
magic. I wanna
one
use
level
it.
of
Okay,
success.
okay, fair enough.
Is
yeah.
it Doom forever? I'll
We'll
do
have
it.
to find
I'll take
out.
one level of Doom.
Okay, you become doomed 1. But as you start to slide back down, but then you like grip, you adjust your grip, and you start using your webbed limbs to your advantage, and you begin scampering up, and you get right up to the lip that Grace is pulling herself up over, and with her help, you kind of haul yourself. You guys are both now.
Take my hand.
I don't know that I want to touch it.
Well, it works fine. It doesn't bite as far as I know yet.
You are both now standing in basically what is like an old, completely ruined office. There's like there's a doorway that goes out into a larger complex, but that door that used to be there is lying nearby. It's ripped off its hinges. Who knows how long ago? Any furniture that would be in this room is dust covered and flipped over or splintered. It's just an old, like, we're talking like, apocalypse office building.
Is
kind
there
of guy in
anything
there.
like just heavy, even if it's busted up?
Yeah, sure. You can find like even just like a chunk of
Yeah, I
like,
just want to
fallen
anchor and
something,
drop a line out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So make a survival check.
17.
17. You want to become doomed 2?
No.
You try to tie off something to the desk, but you can tell, like, even just in testing it, that like it might hold Samira or Hogan, but it also might slide out the opening and crush them on their way down. It's tough to sell.
Fair. It's fair.
But Hogan and Samira, you see a line. Somebody drops a rope down.
It's safe.
Why can't we go through the front door?
Well, you can, but here's another option.
We're already up here.
Split the party. Go through the front door, and they'll go up to the top.
Our stuff's in the basement.
I'll grab the rope,
Okay.
because I don't know.
All right, just test it. You maybe.
All right, climbing or athletics.
That's athletics.
Oh, Jesus. Can I have a hero point, please? That's a 3 on the die.
Hero point, she
How
says.
many of
Here,
these
just
do we
give it to me
use?
directly.
Just this is the first one.
Okay,
That's the
going
first
to
one,
bonus.
okay.
That is a 15 plus my athletics. 9.
15 plus 9. You're climbing fairly well. You're getting up the side of the building, no problem. You have your feet braced. You're just sort of rappelling up. Roll a d6
Oh.
Uh-oh.
and get a 5 or a 6.
I got a 1.
Okay, that wasn't a 5 or a 6. You two see she gets about halfway up the wall. She's coming along nicely, and the desk starts to slide towards the opening.
The desk. not
Very
the rope.
rapidly. The whole desk is coming. You have a split-second reaction if you
Yeah.
want it. You can make a reflex save to try to catch it.
Yeah, try to get in front of the
I'll
desk.
throw
Yeah.
my 45-pound body.
All right. So if you're both doing that, both of you make a reflex save.
Small little guy.
Oh, no.
You want to become doomed too?
No, I think I'm gonna get squished.
You wanna use a hero
I think I'm
point?
just gonna get squished. Oh yeah, we got hero
Try
point.
Yeah, use a hero point.
I got a 29.
29. You easily brace yourself, and you're trying to hold it back.
Climb faster.
What's better?
Reflex save, you
Yeah.
said? Math thing, 25.
25. Okay. So both of you now make an athletics check because you both get in front of it, and now it's can you hold it so that you both all don't go tumbling out.
21.
Athletics, 20.
20. Because you're both doing it, the 20 is a pass. The 20 and the 21 are a pass, and you are able to hold it in place. And Mary, you get to the top, and now all that's left is Hogan.
All right.
So I'm going up.
If you want to, you don't have to. You do whatever you want.
Might wanna.
Who knows what
hold
you're
on to
gonna
this
do.
desk with us. Just
Hold
in
on to the
case.
desk.
Let's go through the front door if you want.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, the
Yeah.
thought of you
No.
climbing a rope with your face still flapping in the wind?
Jim, why are you doing this?
I'm just
why
putting
are you
it out.
doing
You
this?
can do whatever you want.
Okay. Okay, so Hogan's hand starts to glow. And his eyes go wild. And then he reaches inside of his body, into his, like his intestines and his bowels. And he pulls out his guts.
Ew.
He's holding his intestines. No, I have my own rope, it's fine. And so I pull out my guts. Here, catch, Samira. Samira, catch. So I just like
Those are slimy.
throw my guts, my, I don't know, large, small, whatever it is, I pull it out and just heave my guts up to you.
Okay.
Zamira, you are standing there. You look down. You see Hogan's intestines still
Yeah.
attached to him somehow inside.
don't
He
understand.
hurls them up at your face.
I'm hungry.
You could just stick it to something. Just go ahead and put it against.
Just put it on the floor.
I slam him on the floor.
You just drop it, and there's this pile of goop on the floor now. And you-
That's the grossest thing you've done yet.
Yes, I agree.
As he climbs up, can I as I pull my rope up, can I just wiggle it so it just thwacking him? Like trying to climb
Sure,
up?
I can't stop you.
It doesn't, and unaffected by it.
It's not for damage.
Flavor. It's flavor.
It's just to
Flavor
So
quack.
I squish my way up my own intestines.
Sure, make an athletics check. I believe. Do you get a bonus for using your own intestines?
I feel like yes.
Okay.
I feel like there is. I don't remember the exact.
So are you constipating yourself, or are you evacuating yourself?
Hey, are things coming out of the other side up there by you guys? Just
Paizo
no bonus.
It looks like because so you get a +1 bonus while you're using it.
Thank you
Plus
for the
one
coin.
bonus.
Yeah. But then if you critically fail, you can make a flat check to stop yourself more easily than normally you would be able
Okay.
to. So,
So what was my check?
+1 athletics.
+1 athletics. See, for me, I just want to play the game and roll my dice. But we have all these coins here.
Yeah.
I mean, do it. Oh, this is so tough because people paid money for this.
They did.
We
To
still
use
have
it.
half a show. It's okay.
But I do kind of just want to maybe fall and see if I
Well, the
end up like a
DC
yo-yo and kind
because you're using
like
a
Mission
rope.
Impossible. But
Because you're using the rope, DC is also significantly easier than it was for Grace and Ostrich. So
should I use a hero point? It's a
What'd you
9. A 9.
yeah, okay. So you fail with a 9, but you're close.
So I'm gonna hero point it.
You
I
can
need
do
to use
that.
these.
Your other option
Yeah, you can do
is
it.
to just take a failure and make it a success by becoming closer to death. Embrace death and
Well,
become
that's
closer.
what I'm saying.
Come
Like,
on, be doomed.
I'm playing the game. Oh, to be doomed.
Yeah,
Join me.
become doomed,
Oh.
and you'll raise your failure to a success.
Okay, so it would raise it up.
Yeah.
Doom me.
Yeah.
High five. Doom
You
high
become
five.
Doom
doomed one, and your failure becomes a success, which means you get to the top, and you can pick your guts up off the floor and stuff them back in your
And do I
body.
feel it? Do I feel inside of my body? Do I feel doomed? Do I feel?
Oh yeah, no, you
I can-
feel like.
It felt good.
Well, I mean, it's what you would describe as good. Everybody
Yeah.
else would describe it as a horrific, like.
They don't know.
Do you clean your guts before you put them back in? Because that's a
You
good way to
should.
get infected.
Yeah.
I just look at him and lift up and just kind of it goes back in. It's like somehow it's so weird.
I feel like you're stealing the copper out of walls.
It just goes right back in. Not exactly like a vacuum cord getting pulled back in, but I am just kind of, and I'm just looking at you as you say that to me, and I'm putting
Yeah, I
it
shouldn't
back
talk
in.
about at these times.
I don't want to talk to him at all, and I don't think anymore.
Can I shake it?
I guess so.
And I love you did a weird claw with it. That's so good.
It's definitely like some weird, like malshapen thing.
It's
you know?
nice.
Oh,
It's nice.
thanks. I grew it myself. apparently.
Don't let anyone else tell you different. I see the looks.
Oh well, yeah, probably. It is a bit helpful, so can't complain.
Your face is half off.
Yeah, that does seem like a difficult situation that you have.
Oh, this and like blood, like flick blood. The skin flap.
Stay on this side.
What do I need to fix it? Am I scaring you guys?
Yeah, a bit. Do you want me to just stitch it up for you? I can do it. I can try.
Honestly, I'm more worried about if it gets caught on something.
I just stand there and put my face out, and you see like how the cut is, and the skin's peeled away. The blood is like dried on my face now. A little bit of blood here. I'm not looking well. I'm pretty ragged. I've been.
He did actually take a pretty
yourself.
significant amount of damage.
Oh, I am.
Heal yourself.
You told me you were gonna
Okay,
stitch me.
I'll try. Hand me your tools.
Stitch me like.
Stitch you like a French girl.
I take my tools out and I throw them to you, and it's still covered in you and Ostrich. So now there's Ostrich and Zamira on
You
my
burn
tools.
them. You burn them first.
And here.
Oh, yes. What roll do you want?
Medicine.
I don't have it, so I just a flat. Oh, I do
Yeah.
have medicine. No, I have a 0.
What about craft?
That doesn't.
I have a +1 in medicine. I can.
7.
Okay. So yeah, you realize that you really like you actually do like at least stitch up the flap of skin.
Okay.
But it's really messy and like it looks really bad.
It looks great.
And you get no hit points back, but you do at least these.
They can look at me better.
He's probably gonna scar.
Yeah, now it just looks like a
horribly.
cut.
But I feel like while she was doing it, I was like this with my eyes closed, and then my eyes and
Yeah. I mean, it looks better. It's not going to be hanging there anymore. And it's not going to get caught on anything on your hair.
You sewed it to his
All right,
ear.
let's go get the.
My stomach just growls really loud.
Yeah, you are because you have to spend
Woo.
10 minutes doing that, and you're starting to feel pretty hungry. It feels like honestly, it feels like you just woke up.
She spent
you
10
haven't had
minutes
anything
trying
to
to
eat.
stitch my face poorly and did nothing.
No, it was a very bad job. She did horribly. She doesn't know what she's doing.
I hope that was just a coincidental growl and not triggered by his face.
No. I'm just hungry. I'm very hungry.
Wait, after stitching his face?
No, I don't want to eat him. I don't want to eat flesh. I need something to eat.
Well, I've got some of that, whatever alcohol is in this flask. As close as I got.
Dust level up.
Yes.
What?
Whoa.
We're not going to see what the dust level 3 is. Dust level 3 means that all wild magic effects are enhanced.
Great.
But this is good news for you. Now you can bump any roll up 2 levels of success and only you increase your doom level by 1. So now it's a good thing.
A 2 for 1.
It's more powerful wild magics.
Should have waited.
A BOGO.
Should have just waited a little bit longer and then really gotten your money's worth.
What about the other wild magics?
Huh?
The other wild magics.
What other wild magic?
Her
Those are
arm.
mutations.
The
The
Just
mutations.
kidding.
Mutations are different than wild magic.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was bumped up. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not going to heal myself.
Okay.
I don't think I
I'm not
would.
I'm not trying to make you do it.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm kind of. It's good. I'm feeling good. Everything's fine. We're good.
Everything is awesome.
So what do y'all do?
I'm just going to, as we're in this room, I'm just going to command Shay to help me look for something to eat in here while we're waiting.
Sure. Make a survival check.
That is 7 plus 5. 7, 8, 12.
22. Or 7 plus 5, sorry, 12, yeah. I thought you said 17. Yeah, you are looking around, and I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything up here that's going to be good. It's all, you're essentially in some blasted out offices. Doesn't look like anybody's been up here for probably 3 years. It's just you and a bunch of broken furniture and empty rooms.
All right. Okay, now what? No, what are we doing? We need to go?
Maybe there's a chair made out of leather. You could chew on it.
If we find the supplies,
Oh,
I know
right.
there's food in there.
Oh, great. Let's find
That's
the
true.
supplies.
There's food in the
That's in the
supplies.
basement. I'm guessing.
Right? So we go down then.
Yes.
Let's go. Yes.
Hold my jellyfish lantern out.
Yeah.
Get my
Creep
get my
quietly.
surgeon
Create just a little bit of
toolkit
light in
back.
this darkened city.
I'll help you figure it out.
So finding your way around this level isn't that big of a deal. I mean, it's basically just like an office floor, and it's obvious, as I mentioned, sort of everything's broken, and it's very clear that nobody's been up here for a very, very long time. But I would like all of you to make a perception check as you move along.
17.
27.
12.
12. But you have a plus 12.
Well, now, remember, I'm in
18.
18. Ostrich, you get the distinct impression after a few minutes of walking around, you're trying to find some way down. You talk about the basement, trying to get down. So you walk around, and you eventually do find a stairwell that'll take you down, but you start to get the impression that you are being watched after a few minutes of searching around first. That's this feeling, and you just feel like occasionally there's like a flicker of motion out of the corner of your eye, but every time you turn to look at it, it's gone. But you catch it a couple of times, enough that you think it's probably not just the shadows.
Okay. As we're creeping around and looking around, like, oi, Grace, there's something out there with eyes on us.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know, but I felt it.
All right.
I felt it a few times.
If something's out there, come out, because we know you're here and we're ready to attack.
I was expecting a more subtle approach to that.
Oh, I'm not subtle. We go right in for it. I want it to know we're here and that we're going to murder it. So, it gets scared. Gotta intimidate it. See?
As
Okay,
you
that's it.
finish your announcement, you actually see it looks like a puddle that forms on the floor at your feet. But then it starts to bubble up and take shape, and you see first a very pale, greenish, ghostly woman's head rise up, and then her shoulders, and then the entirety of her body. You see this woman. She looks like she's wearing a very simple cotton dress. She doesn't seem to be disturbed by anything that she said. She doesn't even seem to be particularly angry or much of anything. She seems maybe a little bit curious, but she looks at the four of you. She says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just wanted to know why you were here. No one is supposed to be up here, living or dead. As you can see, this area isn't finished.
Oh. Well, we're looking for a cart that we missed that I think is downstairs. So we're just passing through, really, unless you know where food is
Yes.
or where a big mob of robed figures went.
Oh, I think I know where the robed figures are.
Oh,
Food, maybe not. I mean, we don't really have much use for it here.
Oh, right. So where is these robe people?
Why don't you all follow me?
all right.
Come on.
No.
And she starts moving towards the door, and she's sort of beckoning to you, Zamira, like, come on.
Can I
follow
make a
me."
deception check or something?
what's
Make a
the-
perception check to see.
Oh, is it
what
perception
you
for-
got. Yep, perception for sense motive.
15 plus 9.
24. I mean, it's weird, but it's no weirder than anything Hogan's done so far. You don't get a particularly
That's true.
aggressive sense from this thing. Hard to say. She's also very difficult to read because she's just so weird, and her features are very ethereal, and sometimes they sort of blur, and it's just difficult to really tell. But I don't know.
Excuse me, ma'am. I mean, no offense here, but what are you?
What do you think I am?
Some sort of ectoplasmic puddle?
Well, not really, but I am a ghost.
How's that? Is that fun?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't.
How long have you been a ghost?
3 months or so.
Oh, and you turned into a ghost here.
Well, yes, of
Did
course.
the undead or the people in the robes turn you into a ghost?
Well, some of them had a hand in it.
And what were you doing 3 years ago when VANTAM
3 years
fell?
ago? Oh, I was working at I was a potion maker.
Oh, potions. Okay.
Yeah.
And what were your? And he just keeps grilling
Yeah.
her about like what ingredients she was using at the time. And,
Sure. What are you? Is there an effect you're attempting to?
Mostly just gathering information for.
Okay.
Ostrich
Yeah.
to-
So make a diplomacy check.
14.
Sure.
That's it.
I don't have any bonuses.
I mean, she seems happy enough to answer your questions. A lot of them are very surface answers. Like she's not really engaged in this conversation, but she does answer your questions. I mean, like, yeah, I worked. She worked primarily with transmutations. There was a company called Tantalizing Transmutations that she worked for. She seems like, as far as you can tell, she was fairly low level, just regular run-of-the-mill worker. She may not even have known much magic herself. She just kind of worked with, like, there were plenty of people in VANTAM who were not wizards or sorcerers or magically inclined at all, but they just worked in the industry because it's all there was around
What you
here.
did here. All right.
Yeah, so she answers your questions well enough. You seem satisfied with all that.
I jot him in my little
Yeah.
my little notebook.
The main question is, do you follow her? She goes over to the door that goes to the stairwell. You'd already discovered it, but she's like, follow me?
I would, I think. At
Okay.
least.
I'm first.
Right. I'll be last. I'm taking the hand.
She takes you down the stairs, and you go down 3 levels, basically to the first floor. And she asks you, Hogan, to open it for her because she can't open the door. One of the things you asked about if it's fun to be a ghost. Well, I can't open doors, so if you wouldn't mind.
It would be my pleasure, brother.
Is it
And
an
I'd open-
occultism check
To
know general information?
Yeah,
about
so an
ghosts?
occultism or religion, either one.
Occultism. 22.
22. You know that, yeah, I mean, she's an incorporeal being. Typically, ghosts can retain a lot of their personality after death. Some of them are very angry and hostile. Some of them begin sort of like lost spirits and get confused. Other ones just kind of go about, some of them don't even know they're dead, and they just go about their lives as if they, were regular people.
Any information about not capturing, but restraining like, is this door closed to keep her here?
There certainly are. You would know that arcane force effects can keep ghosts out, but most of the time it's very difficult to keep ghosts out of anything.
Okay.
Because they can just go through walls and stuff. But there are like magical effects that can contain spirits, yes.
Okay.
For sure.
So the door's already open.
So you open the door.
I'm just keeping an eye on her.
Yeah. You open the door, and you all step out into a hallway that looks like it gives you the impression of a place that's under construction, to the point where like there's walls, but you can still see the plaster. You can see places where like cracks have been sort of in recent times. Like you can see like where the plaster has been applied. There's no decor. Everything's very has sort of an industrial construction site feel to it still, but it is an intact place. And it's very sturdy, and unlike the levels above where everything was just crumbling ruin, this place looks like it's been maintained, and recently. There are lots of other rooms, and a lot of them are labeled. You see one that's like marked with a sign that says caution. You see another one that's marked observation. You see a room that's marked rituals. And then she leads you to a room that is marked waiting. She says, if you wouldn't mind, just staying here for a bit. I do have to make some inquiries. We weren't really expecting you, and I don't think you were expecting to be here either. We have to figure out what we're going to do.
What is your name?
I'm Beatrice.
Beatrice, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. And who are you?
Zamira.
Oh, it's a lovely name.
Thank you. And what exactly is all of this? Like a scientific research or a storage?
Would you like a pamphlet?
Yes.
Yes. Follow me into the lobby.
Okay.
She starts leading down the hallway. Does anybody go with her? Or you
Sure.
hang
Yeah,
out?
I'll go with
I
her.
want to poke my head in observation.
Yeah, sure. You see that it's a room. There is or an observation.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a room that looks very much. It has like sort of a very black box theater vibe. There is some bench seating, and it is all like everything sort of like flows towards this wall that is blocked with a curtain. That's all you see. She takes you out to the lobby, and you can see that this is where you can see the front doors now, and this is where those two figures that came rushing out at you
Came out of?
They would have come from this, because there's the front door. They would have come right out of here. But you can see it looks like a pretty well-kept room. It gives you very much like doctor's office lobby vibes, big time. She leads you over to a desk. There's nobody behind the desk right now, but there is this like very faint rotting odor, and it reminds you very much of the creatures that you took care of outside. And there's a stack of pamphlets. There you go.
I'll take a pamphlet. The coin. Do I see anything that resembles the coin in here?
No.
Okay. I'll
Sure. You look at the pamphlet, and it is entitled "Joining Us in Eternity." You open it up, and it says, "Death is but a new beginning, and with Dr. Gage's painless procedure, you have nothing to fear. Our process begins in a luxurious resting suite, where our skilled practitioners administer a dose of sweet sleep. As you drift peacefully into slumber, they'll begin a 6-part ritual that will ensure you awaken free from the shackles of this mortal life. Once you've experienced the benefits of undeath, you'll never miss what you left behind. Join us and embrace freedom."
Oh, so this is to become dead, yes? Huzzah!
That is why most people come here.
Oh, we were...
Though I do fear that we are not currently open for public rituals.
Oh,
so,
that's a
as I
shame.
mentioned, I am going to have to make some inquiries as to how we're going to handle this.
You know what?
Most people don't just stumble in here.
No, it's quite all right. We were actually just, we wanted to check out the building first, and then perhaps maybe look into this another time. But also, we're looking for some things. Right, Ostrich?
I just want my stuff.
Sure. And again, if you'll just come to the waiting room, I can get some of this sorted, and we may be able to reunite you with your stuff.
Waiting room then. Sounds nice. Might be food, drinks.
Yes, candies or snacks.
I can see about some snacks.
Great.
Most people don't. It's fine.
Yes, but I would
We're
really love
different.
something to eat.
Of course, of course. You know, we can take care of that feeling for you.
You just told me that you're not ready to take outsiders, so I'm not ready either. But I would
But I'm
like
just
to hear what
saying,
you have to
if
say.
you were interested,
Maybe in the future.
maybe
Maybe.
in the future.
Anyone?
Come along. She leads you back towards that first corridor. You can see that there are two main corridors away from this particular room. One is there's a label above the door. It says living. And the other says, the other one says dead. There's a dead corridor and a living corridor. And she takes you over to the living corridor. Just,
Perfect.
This way.
What happens if you go in that door?
You shouldn't. You're not allowed. Not yet.
Right.
If you want to go in, we can make that happen. We can.
I'm good.
What about you?
What about me?
What do you think of this?
It's fine. Is it, do you think I'm strange? Do you think I'm into this?
Well, I
this-
don't think you're strange at all. I was just curious if perhaps you wanted to become candidates. After all, I did mention we weren't taking any public walk-ins, but maybe exceptions could be made if you were really believers.
Show her the coin.
Do you know anything about this?
Yes,
What is it?
that is a token that people who we can trust are given, and they come and they undergo liberation.
I immediately flip the coin towards Hogan. I don't want it.
How did you come by it?
A good friend of ours.
He just gave it to you?
Yes.
Oh, they're not supposed to be just given away. We have to keep things very hush-hush around here. People aren't ready to know everything that we do here. Not yet. Soon they will be. Soon, lots of people will come to understand.
Great. So, into the living room?
Yes, the living room. As the one that I think most of us want.
Yes.
I'm gonna take one of the
Maybe
pamphlets and stuff it in the notebook. Just
Sure. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I have-
There's plenty of them. Yeah, you take one of the pamphlets. She leads you back to that room that you were just outside of, and she says, "Oh, if you wouldn't mind, the door."
Sure. I close the door.
They open the door, and inside
open the door.
There's
Sorry.
a fairly pleasant room with several couches and chairs. The cushions are very poorly patched, and there's stuffing bursting out of some of them. But you see that you are not going to be alone in here. There's a middle-aged man covered in scars and old tattoos who's already here. He stands up in a rush when the door first opens. Then he sees you. He sort of relaxes. He actually almost looks disappointed. She says, "Oh, if you wouldn't mind just waiting in here,
Sure.
and then we can see about your stuff."
Great.
And then she melts into the floor and leaves you to whatever it is you're gonna do.
I'd like to, since now we're on presumably the floor above the storage basement area.
Yeah.
I'd like to just keep my ears open, because fun fact about the chest is that it is always trying to get back to me. So I'm listening for just running into a door or
Okay.
it's very slow,
Sure.
real slow.
Understood.
I asked the guy, "So you going for a whole skull face thing, like the skull musician? What are you going for? Ghoul?
Well, they don't let you pick.
There's no.
Yeah, everything's still real early phase. I mean, they say eventually you'll get to kind of choose, but right now, we're testing things out, right? We're sort of we're the first in line. We kind of get what we get.
Nice. Do you have your coin?
Yeah. He pulls out a coin out
show
of his
us coin.
pocket. Yeah, he's got one. Yeah, right
Yeah,
here.
coin.
Yeah.
Touch coins.
To touch coins? Yeah, all right, yeah. What made you decide that, you were done living?
The undead is amazing.
Yeah.
liberated,
sure.
just like the pamphlet says.
Sure. I mean, no more worrying about the magical storms, no more worrying about, becoming some weird mutant anymore. I mean, you just, lots of things you have to worry about. You can't drown.
No eating.
You don't really have to eat unless you want to.
Oh, do you have any food on you?
No, I mean, I kind of just gave all my food away before I came in.
Why would you do
Because I
that?
wasn't gonna need it anymore.
Where
We
did
don't
you-
need food anymore.
Where did you give the food to?
My friends.
Where's your friends?
They're back at home. You okay?
Yeah,
You seem awfully twitchy.
I'm very hungry.
Oh yeah, I don't know. They probably don't keep much food around here. I mean, nobody here really needs it.
Is there any like tables with like sweets or?
You're like asking this dude for like old man pocket candy.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
He looks older. He's been around.
It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I just didn't think I was kind of over all that,
The one,
You will be too soon. Don't worry about it. You're only gonna be hungry for a little bit longer. Yeah.
the one who turned us on to told this.
Yeah.
He seemed to have a reasonable like he seemed to know what he was about, even when before he was dead. Like he was, I don't know what my accent is now. He had a lot of the same personality.
Yeah.
Are we like? Because I can cast magic.
Sure.
If I did the undead, would I then become a lich?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's still a lot up in the air. It depends on like who you get, who does the transference, and
I thought it was all
and
this
what ritual they're going to
doctor,
use. Oh, Dr. Gage doesn't personally attend to every single one of us. I mean, that's asking. Let's slow down. Dr. Gage is going to come down here and personally, handle this. I mean, I have heard he's done some of the procedures, but most of it's,
I think you should hold out for the best.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, but we're making history here. We have to, we're helping perfect the process so that the people who come after us, it's perfect.
What if they mess up?
Well, they're not going to mess up. Everybody, it always turns out fine. You always get to be something, and it's better than being out there. Mess up from what? That's the thing. I mean, like, what do we have to lose? That's right,
Speaking of losing things, have you seen a hand? A right hand, animated, running around. How long have you been in here? And I
Just a
take
couple
out
of hours.
I take out a hand. Looks almost just like this. It's just the other one.
I cannot say that I
This
have.
was Morton's. He doesn't need it anymore.
I do not know who Morton is, and I cannot say that I've seen any hands. But I will keep an eye out, I guess.
How do you like that hand?
Very weird.
It's
Very
nice
weird.
though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's you should definitely elect to keep that when you turn.
Oh, I get that choice. Ha.
Well, sure. You get to, some of the choices we can make. How much, I mean, I think they can do a little bit of work and change things up, but for the most part.
Menu?
Well, again, no, we don't pick. There's.
I'm getting some inconsistencies.
Well, no, see, I'm getting some inconsistency because it doesn't really seem like you understand what it is that we're doing here. I mean,
Well,
we're.
I'm just here to support my friend Hogan.
I mean, you're not even gonna turn,
No.
and they let you in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roll a deception check.
10.
Sure. It's like what? I don't know. It all seems kind of weird.
But the coin.
Keeping the
The
notes.
coin.
Yeah,
The
I
coin.
get it.
We touched coins, brother.
I have a lot to think about. I think I'm just gonna.
I get closer
I got
to him. We're sitting.
some letters I gotta write to the people. So
But
I'm
what
just
about being? You still have to read letters being undead?
Well, I'm gonna write some letters to the other, my friends, so that they don't worry about me.
What were you doing 3 years ago?
I was a researcher.
In the towers?
Yeah, I worked in the tower.
What was your focus?
Abjuration was my specialty.
Oh, and then I sit down just if he's on the left side, I sit down on the other side.
Yeah. And he looks like he's getting real uncomfortable with the both of you. And then the door opens, and there is a robed figure with Beatrice. And Beatrice pokes her head in and says, Jed, it's time. Come on. she beckons him forward. She says, "Oh, well, later."
Do you want me to
gets
write
up.
your letters for you?
Nope, don't worry about it. And he just like leaves the room, following this robed figure and Beatrice. You are starting to get more and more hungry.
Yes.
You've got that sort of shaky, empty feeling you get like if you haven't eaten breakfast, but you had a lot of coffee, and it's just like a void in your middle now.
Right in the furniture, that's what I say.
I've got some chalk.
Chocolate?
Nope. Just chalk.
No.
So what do y'all do?
Does no one have rations?
Maybe the bottom of my bag.
Why do we
let's
all?
Mine were on the cart.
see. I mean, I have.
He had lots of food.
backpack.
He was in the cart.
I have rations, 2 of them.
I don't even have different clothes.
Can I have some?
Yes.
Oh, and she just like literally stuffs herself with it.
Well, if you eat it that fast, you'll just vomit it up.
It's okay, it's all right, it's all right.
What is wrong with you?
It's probably just the atmosphere in VANTAM.
All right. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Does he whine?
Yes, because I whined. It works. Guys, it works. That's how. Forget about what your parents told you. You just whine. You get what you want when you whine.
No.
No,
Nailed
it's
it.
not true. Don't.
Well, let's see if you really are gonna get what you want. Roll me a d10.
But that's what I want. I wanted that. All right. Whoever did that, thank you. Here's. I'm having a D10.
Yep.
D10. Okay. Something good. Something amazing. Ooh, 10. Oh, I like this face.
I say that face is because you got probably the only other one on this list that is incredibly Hogan. Your mouth starts to feel a little funny
Oh no.
because your teeth, your teeth are exceptionally sharp now,
Oh.
sharp and pointy. You now can make an unarmed bite attack, which deals 1d4 points of damage. However, you can only eat fresh meat. You are full carnivore. And anytime you kill anything, you must make a will save to avoid trying to eat it.
Even when you're trying to heal someone.
No. Don't give him ideas. No, Jim. No.
No, that's part of it. He has to actively resist the urge to eat anything that is dead around him.
Oh, dead.
You know what? At least it's carnivore and not vampire.
True.
Okay.
Because
But it can't be undead. We're talking fresh.
Well, I mean,
we have to
fresh is-
try.
I mean, something looks tasty on the ground. You might just go.
Who
for
do I
it.
thank? Please tell me who I thank for this. Was that Penguin Witch Doctor? Who was it?
We'll find
we'll
out.
find
We'll
out.
find out.
We'll find
We'll
well,
find out.
it's incredible. I feel so
It
much
was
better.
Sarah.
It was Sarah. Sarah, Saint Sarah. Thank you. Thank you for my tea. Yeah.
Oh no.
look at
Oh,
that
does that just get like sharper?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
the whole thing. It's
Oh,
just really.
gross.
rotted-
It's like sticking out now.
Nasty.
Ew.
I'm like Jaws from James Bond. I love it.
So we're both hungry people.
Oh, boy.
Things are getting more and more wild here. So my question is, what do you intend to do? Do you intend to wait for Beatrice to come back, or you intend to do something on your own? Like you just let me know what you want to do. And we'll just...
Yeah, me
Yeah.
I
too.
feel like
up to
we
you.
should leave.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna leave. Then the floor is yours. You
I mean,
tell
I
me
also
what
feel like
happens.
she can find us if we leave, so it doesn't really matter.
Sure.
But
Let's try to find the stairs.
Yes.
Right?
do we want to leave him here?
What's going on with
Partway?
your teeth?
Does he want to be
Oh,
undead? Like,
that's
is this a thing?
I don't know.
You like the teeth?
Wow.
It's amazing, right?
seem dangerous.
And then, Jim, I bite part of it. Watch what I can do.
No.
Yeah, and I bite just the tip. Just the tip off my index finger. So like the nail's gone. The
I mean, it's
gone.
Yeah, I mean, there's a brief moment of pain, but then you just chew it down. Your jaw seems to be exceptionally good now, just cracking through the bone.
now I'm like,
you just
I
swallow
can't
the whole
even do
thing.
it. Yeah, it's awful. It wouldn't be that far. It's
I-
just the tip.
I really hope my hunger doesn't turn into that.
Do you want to be undead?
I mean,
Do you want to go through the? Because I'm here to support you,
You have the coin.
I have the gold.
but also
Coin.
I don't want this.
Do you want me to be undead?
No.
Do you
Yes.
want to be undead?
I met
No.
you
Do you
8
wanna be?
hours ago.
No, I'm good as I am.
8 hours ago.
This is the question, brother. I don't know. Maybe. Yes. I don't know. It probably was totally the skeleton doing things to my brain. I don't know.
Okay, we need to find your things. Let's
gonna-
move on.
Go find a door.
Yes,
Leads down.
door. Just think about your
Stairs.
options.
Do I have to roll a save after taking a bite out of my finger to not eat myself?
It's only when you're near a corpse.
Oh,
Okay. Only near a corpse.
When you're near a corpse, you have to actively resist or not the urge to take bites out of it.
Is there a level of just general smell that equals corpse?
I mean, look, we'll if we come up across a situation where it's appropriate, we'll figure it out.
Out the door.
You can leave the door. Okay. As I mentioned, you already passed by a couple of rooms, so you at least know where they are. There's that observation room. There's a rituals room. There is a caution room. You also know that across the hall there was another whole set of corridors, but they were marked for the dead only.
Did the stairwell we came down did that continue?
It does not look like it. It was like a stairwell that goes down to the first floor, but that doesn't have any basement access. Grace, you recall as well that, because you know where the basement is just because you know where that door was from the outside, but you recall way back when you were here the first time, there is also a lower level, way deep underground. But that was not public knowledge at the time. You remember getting access to that because, actually, now that you're thinking back on that, you recall because you were here to find and rescue one Dr. Gage, Dr. Dornell Gage, who was apparently a worker here at Postmortal Services. You had a contract to come and rescue him after the explosion. He was in some kind of danger. And you remember he took you down into those deep lower levels and had you and your team burn a vast number of documents.
right. You know, I think I remember there's actually a lower level than just the basement level. And also, I was here saving that same doctor that man mentioned, Dr. Gage. He was here saving him and he burned up a whole lot of documents.
Well, should we go to the basement then, if you know where it is?
I think I can find the door at least. I don't know if we can get down to that bottom part, but we can try.
Yeah.
I was just going to open every door until we found our way in.
Well, it seems like there's some dead doors we should stay away from, but I don't know, like, do you have to be dead to open it? Does it make you dead if you do?
I try the door. I try the dead door.
Well, the dead door is back out in the lobby.
Oh, dang it.
So you could go out there and do it, though. I'm
Dang
not
it.
saying you can't do it. I'm just saying in terms of
So
what's around you
yeah,
immediately.
that's my immediate impulse.
Yeah.
So she says that, like, you can't open the door. I'm like, oh, and I just walk off.
Sure. Yeah, you go out
the
to the
dead
lobby.
door, yeah.
There's another corridor.
that
There's
something I see?
there's a door marked dead.
Yeah.
And you open it up.
Open it
And
up.
There's some more corridors. You can see that there's more rooms. From where you're standing, you can't make much out much of anything, but there is definitely more complex.
It just looks like dead hallways.
Oh, well,
Make a perception check.
Perception, I keep forgetting. 24.
24. You think from somewhere back there, after you call back to your friends, there is the sound of like footsteps. But it's from deeper in there.
Okay. It might not be as dead.
oh.
There might be dead inside.
Well,
Okay.
do we need to risk it?
No.
Maybe that was the wrong question. Should we find the stuff first?
Yes.
And food for
Yes. That's
Zira.
first. That's
Maybe some
first, Hogan.
food that you can try with your new teeth.
As Grace is calling back to you and you're still looking down this hallway, you see far, far down, like a head poke out into the hallway and like look towards the sound of all this talking. And then like a figure steps around the corner and it's still all like shadow and silhouette. But like somebody has noticed this conversation and is starting to walk down the hall towards you.
Okay. I don't say anything about it. I just turn
Okay.
to them and yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well.
So where do we go?
Oh, down. Down. I mean, I know where at least the door to the basement is, right?
You know that there was a lift, a magical lift that was accessed through don't remember where it was actually, but you know that there was one, and that took you down to the sub levels. Now, in terms of just the regular basement where you are trying to get to see if that's where the stuff is, you never went there. But that other place, there was a lift that you feel pretty sure, if you can remember, you probably could find it again. If you need to.
Okay. Well, Ostrich, you're the magic one. There's some sort of magic lift that took us all the way down. I don't know if it goes to the basement though.
Whoa, well, let's try this. I'll as we come to doors, I'll detect magic.
Yeah.
Because I have an innate ability. Now knowing that Phantom itself is.
Yeah. I mean, you've learned to
Blinding,
filter
yeah.
out sort of the ambient stuff and just focus on things that you're actually looking for. Okay, so you make your way back through the living corridors, and you go through. You get to the rituals door, and you detect a pretty strong aura of magic, and that you can detect for quite a ways outside that room. Then you get to there's pretty much no magic anywhere else. You start walking around, going over the corridors. You do find a door. Again, there's a door marked caution, and then there's a sort of a blank door that doesn't look like it opens from this side. It looks like you would have to open it from the other side, almost like some kind of maybe a maintenance or staff access kind of thing. You find a couple of empty offices. Everything has that sort of new construction feel to it, but it's very clear that they're in the process of building things here. You know, there's probably a vision for this place that hasn't been reached yet. In fact, well, no. So, but why doesn't everybody make a survival or perception check?
Hey.
18.
18?
16.
16?
29.
29?
21.
21. Ostrich, it takes you all sort of wander around the hallways, and nobody seems to notice. You don't see anybody, you don't hear anybody, nobody comes to bother you. You don't even get that feeling that you're being watched, but you eventually do find, you, Ostrich, are the first to see it. It looks like it's sort of tucked out of the way, but there's almost what might have once been an old cafeteria kind of area. Mm-hmm. You press through, it's now completely empty, but you see that there is this big, there is a door that would give you access to the loading level.
Okay.
And you would guess, you're trying to piece together where you are in relation to where you needed to be. You would think that would go behind that big closed door that you found on the far outside.
Okay. I think I might have it.
Oh.
Back here. Is this?
Yeah, that seems
Familiar?
right. I think.
Hogan. You seem to like opening doors for ghosts.
Open the door.
Sure. You open a door, and it looks like you are looking out into a very large, open storage area. And there are a great number of piles of lumber and stacks of stone and bags of cement, and a great number of crates that you recognize because they used to, until very recently, be in the back of Ostrich's wagon. However, what you also see is a large number, maybe 30 or 40 people
What?
standing in this room, completely motionless, until the door opens, and then they all start to turn towards the sound of the door.
Oh, no.
And it's then that you realize that all of them are the decaying remnants of animated people. And they are all just standing there looking at the square of light in your silhouette, and they don't do anything. They just stare at you. You can see some of them have these some of their eyes popped out. Other ones have these just milky, clouded vision. Other ones
this is my Graceland.
don't even have a face at all. They're just watching.
It's an army.
Our-
Guys,
Yes, what?
there
what?
is an undead army.
What?
Can you control it?
Down with your things.
Excuse me?
It's beautiful.
I
Okay.
think we need to protect ourselves.
Yes, what do you mean an army?
There's dozens of undead down here.
Maybe close the door.
Yes, close the door.
Zamira,
What? Oh.
you see this weird like spot on the wall that starts to like grow and spread, and then a face pokes out of it and like looks over and says, "Oh," you see the face of Beatrice, and she says, "Oh, no, 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 no. Don't go in there. Those ones don't know the rules about guests. It would be most unfortunate."
Beatrice, but our stuff is down there.
Well, as I had mentioned, if you had simply waited, I could have tried to get this matter resolved for you.
Yes, but you were taking
you've
too
been
long.
out wandering.
You were taking too long.
We've got perishables.
Yes.
Boosts.
Hungry.
Boost!
Boost.
Boost.
Looks like
Boost!
looks like you actually have no hero points.
Dust level
What
up!
dust level up?
Dust levels have
What?
gone up, everybody.
What?
What's 4? What's 4?
The 4th level!
Oh, jeez. What's fourth?
All mutation effects have been enhanced. Your jaws and claws now deal 1d6 points of damage.
What?
Okay.
You
Dark again.
are quickened 2. You can have 5 actions in a round, but you're enfeebled 2,
Oh.
clumsy 2.
Oh,
And you're going to
clumsy 2?
your metabolism, or not clumsy 2, but
Stop. You mean
it's
stupefied too?
stupefied 2.
Okay.
And you're going to need to eat much more, much sooner.
Oh, no.
And then ostrich, you actually start to find it kind of difficult to breathe. You aren't going to die from this, but you become a little bit slower on land. It's more awkward.
Oh, is he
instead
wheezing?
of losing more land speed, you are clumsy 1. But it's not going to do a lot of good right now. But you can swim an additional 10 feet in water.
We're gonna find you a bucket of water to stick your head in.
Wow.
Well, I have an air bladder.
Oh.
You can breathe. It's more labored. You feel like it's almost like being at really high altitudes. Like you are like noticing that you
Like,
are
I don't want to rip
breathing
apart
hard.
my jellyfish lamp and put it on my
No.
hand.
You're not going to die from this.
Oh my.
What about her hand?
Her claw becomes
Stronger.
much more
Stronger?
effective. Yeah, she becomes a little bit stronger.
Sorry, I didn't hear that part. Okay.
This is so awesome.
But yeah, you can see Beatrice is she's looking at you and she says, "You should have waited."
I know, but you were taking too long, Beatrice, and I'm really hungry, and I asked you for snacks, and there's no snacks in here. So, and we need his things immediately because he has snacks in his things.
Right, yeah. That's the process of where we went, actually.
Yes.
You know,
There's very perishable items.
if you're so eager to go get them, then go get them.
You said they're not going to come.
And she puts her fingers to her mouth
Oh.
and lets out a whistle, a sharp, long, sustained whistle. And Hogan, you are looking out over the crowd of undead, and they start to move forward, and they're just.
Why would you do that?
We can roll
my
initiative.
My chest starts coming around the corner.
Does it? You see it?
Derp, 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 derp.
Does that mean we roll dice?
Roll the dice.
Oh man, it's only 30-4, guys. We got this.
Oh, butts.
I got 16.
Man.
16 for Grace.
16.
I have 19 for Zamira.
19 for Zamira.
15.
15.
I've got no.
And then Hogan?
20.
20.
Oh.
I will be going last in the round. Hogan, you see a surge of the undead. Now I'm going to tell you, this horde of creatures, even though it is made up of individual creatures, is going to act as a single, it's not a swarm, but a troop. So they will all act as a singular entity. When you deal damage to them, you deal damage to them as an entity. I'm just letting you know that. So don't think you have to sit here and target 30 individual creatures.
okay.
You can just you're dealing
Yeah, I
damage to
thought
this
that too,
horde of zombies.
This is really bad, Jim.
Yes.
This is really bad.
They're going to cause harm to us.
And what do you do about it? Do you just open your arms and embrace them?
I feel like Hogan Grayskull would go body surfing on this group.
Oh my god. Great.
Stop laughing and interrupting our game up there, okay?
They're having fun.
He would go like body surfing, like Jim Morrison style. Like I don't know, he would like wild-eyed walk out there and then kind of spread his arms out.
Okay.
And try to lay back. Like are they down below?
Yeah, there's like a little like stairwell and a railing, and like, you could definitely like for
stage
sure.
dive body surf.
For sure, you
it's-
just
Jim, how
dive.
much
I
would make him
go-
step out of the way?
So I see this, I
Yeah.
walk out, and I turn and look at everyone, and I put my arms out, straight out, and just fall back into the.
Oh yeah, and
into
they
the-
immediately like swarm around you.
I want to
and-
fall on them though. Like,
Yeah,
wanna
I understand
fall
what you want. And okay, they catch you and lower you down to the ground.
This is
And they-
amazing. This is the best. In my head,
Yeah,
it's so good. I'm seeing it play out.
I love it.
Like a movie.
I love it.
That's my turn.
That's your turn,
That's my
Zanira. You have 5 actions. You see Hogan just like steps in, the door closes, and he's just gone.
The door so I open the door.
Okay, you open the door. You have 4 more actions.
And then I see him engulfed by all these.
Oh yeah, I mean they're just like they're grabbing him, dragging him down
And
into their
Hogan
mass.
is laughing. He's laughing.
Great. I'm gonna command Shade to help me fight.
Okay,
I can't really hunt prey there's like 30 people, can I?
you can hunt prey on the troop. Yes, I don't see any
May I
reason
hunt
you can't do
prey?
that.
So can I
Yeah.
hunt prey on one of
Absolutely.
them and have Shade fight the same one I'm fighting?
Yeah, you can treat this as if it were a single creature. Like
Okay.
you are going to go down and start hacking at them.
Sure.
They are an entity that I
Okay.
deal with here.
So
Yeah.
open door, hunt prey. I go in, and then Shade takes an action. Can I hit once then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. That is a 10 plus. Now I gotta figure out. Okay, so the 10 plus 14. Oh,
10
yeah,
plus
'cause everything goes up
14 is
now.
a 24.
24?
And a 24 is a hit.
And then I think it's just 2d6 plus 1 because I think my app is doing the math for me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points.
9 points of damage. You can see that this slashing seems to be extra effective. Like you just start tearing through these creatures' papery flesh, and you actually deal an additional 5 points of damage because they're weak to slashing. So there's going to be 14 points of damage.
Ooh. And then Shade on the next turn? Shade gets
No, Shade acts now. No, because Shade gets their 2 actions. So one of them was the support action for you, correct?
Yes.
Which is how much damage?
Support damage is 1d4.
Yep, so add that. Add 1d4 points of damage as Shade is just dive bombing and pecking at their eyes.
Just 1.
All right, deals an additional point of damage.
And then for bleed damage,
All right, these creatures can't bleed, so don't worry about the bleed
Okay,
damage,
cool.
but you still do get the extra point of damage. Do you have any actions left?
no, I think that was everything.
That was it.
Yeah.
So we go to Grace. Grace, you see that things are getting wild.
I want to just shoot 3 of them.
All right, yeah, so you just start plunging
Yeah.
arrows down into the crowd.
And can I use, if I do that, can I use True Strike? Or is that, where is it? It's one of my spells, which basically makes my next attack especially accurate.
So you would have to use up the actions to cast the spell, and
I see, I
then, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot this time, so I'll just do three shots. Okay, there's the first one. That is an 18.
18 is a hit. It's pretty easy to just shoot into the crowd.
Great. 18 is a hit, and I still have a +1 to the damage on this because of the magic.
Yep,
Okay, that is 9 then for
Okay.
damage.
9 points of damage.
First one, and then that. Let's see, so it would be -5. That is a 21.
21 is also a hit.
Ooh, and that is 13 damage.
13 more points of damage. So you're just not like you actually are like taking down individual zombies
Yeah,
as this is
just-
happening, thinning out
okay.
the horde. One more attack at a
One more.
-10.
Okay, so that's 16 plus 1, base 17.
17. The last arrow misses, but only barely. You miss with that last arrow. Don't get any extra. But
I'm coming for the rest of you next.
coming for the rest of them next. Ostrich.
Ostrich kind of rolls his sleeves up a little bit, starts rubbing his hands together real fast, and throws his hands forward as he casts Sudden Bolt.
Sudden bolt.
Jolts of electricity fly out. So I need a basic reflex save.
Okay, I'll do it. That was almost a 20, but it wasn't. That is only a 10.
All right.
Is 10 a critical failure?
Well, so my normal spell DC is 21.
Yep.
But now it's 22.
Yep.
So
So a 10 is a critical failure.
yeah.
Yes.
And I'm gonna take because there's 2 10s on those dice.
Great.
So that's gonna be
An 8.
29 doubled.
58.
58.
58 points of damage.
Of electricity damage.
Yep. And you just see bodies are popping and exploding, and electricity is sizzling through those that remain. You very nearly decimate this horde. Even the bodies that are still on their feet are shaking and jolting.
For you.
You very nearly destroy the entirety of the horde.
Oh, that worked. That worked well. And I'll draw my sword. Have at me.
All right, and then you draw your sword. That goes to my turn, and what I am going to do is simply start to rip and tear anybody within my reach or who is within the horde. So both of you,
I feel like it's always gonna be us too.
both of you two can make a reflex save, unless you just choose not to.
And we have no hero points because
We
made a
have
mistake.
some boosts.
We have some boosts. Some 13 plus 5 is 18.
Sounds like
How many boosts do we have? 18, 19, 20. I'm going to take 2 of those boosts to make it
Okay.
a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay, that is a success.
Thank you for the boosts.
Okay.
No.
We save.
Okay, Hogan, you
Save.
feel like
Throwing it to the
your reflexes kick in.
25.
25 is also a success. So you're only going to take half damage as these zombies just surround you, start ripping and tearing. 6 plus 9 is 15. So you're each going to take 7 points of damage
Yeah, that could have been worse.
as they are just
Me
pummeling
too?
you. Yep, you both take
7?
it. Yep, both of you do. And that is all they can do. Like they just are ripping and tearing and pummeling and
Laughing the whole
slamming.
time. This is the best ride ever. This thing is like exploding. It's like fireworks around me, popping, juices. Just, it's amazing.
It's
So much
amazing.
juice with Hogan.
There's a lot of juice. Yeah, you got all the juice.
It's not as juicy as a live person, but it's still,
It is your action.
it's my action.
Yes.
This is such a party. So we need more at this party, Jim.
More people.
Okay.
We need more.
Yeah.
I'm going to rouse skeletons. I'm laying there getting ripped to shreds, laughing
Yeah.
maniacally. And I want to just lift skeletons up, like underneath me too.
Okay.
Just bring them up.
And
Some-
bring them right up. So a lot of the bones from the bodies that are already just lying there start to move and grow and become serrated and sharp. And what happens?
So it's a 10-foot radius.
All
It's
around you.
slashing damage. It's all around. So it just
Yep.
pops up and all this stuff. Yeah, it starts clawing and grabbing.
Mm-hmm.
And we have this level 4 dust stuff happening. How empowered are our spells?
So what
Is
that
it
means
more?
is that the save DC goes up by 1, and any damage that you deal is going to increase by 1 at this stage.
Okay, I can. That's fun.
So I believe I make a reflex save,
I believe.
which would be an 18, which fails.
Okay. So then 2d6 plus. Sorry,
I think it's just 2d6.
but you said it's adding.
Oh, you add 1, right?
Just
You add
plus 1?
Yes, plus 1 for the dust. 2d6 plus 1 for the dust.
2d6 plus 1. Is this hitting me too? 'Cause I'm in
I
it.
mean, if you want to be in the
This is
area,
a party. Like this is underneath me to like.
yeah, then it would also hit you. You are putting yourself in the area of the effect.
I'm in there. It was right on me. 10 points of damage plus 1, 11.
11 points of damage, and the bones, again, from all these destroyed corpses just sprout up like vines. Thorns and serrated edges go flying everywhere, flaying the zombies around you. And when that storm of bones ends, there's no more movement. There are a few twitching corpses, but they're
that's
all
But
destroyed.
the blood flowing from Hogan Grayskull's body. He is in very bad shape.
So
Not like gone,
Yeah.
but laughing euphorically, like blood pouring out of all the scrapes and cuts and everything. And then that ripped again. It was bad. And I'm laying there in this just laughing like this was the best time.
Okay.
You're laughing maniacally, and all of you turn to see him lying there on his back, and he's laughing and laughing and laughing. And then the door that you just came through like slams open, and there is a robed figure standing on the side. And you hear, "What's happening? What's going on? What have you done?"
It's a
And you step
party!
through, and you see this person. He throws the hood back, and it's this man who's got like half a face and the other like almost like two halves of face stitched together right down the middle. Clearly, like dry, desiccated skin pulled tight against the bones. Clearly, almost like a zombie, but clearly intelligent, very like clearly possessed of their faculties. And they look around, and their dead, milky eyes meet yours, Grace. He says, "Grace." Sister?
What?
And you realize in that moment that you are looking up at the dead face of your long missing brother.
Oh!
That is the end of our adventure. Thank you all for supporting the show, sticking around, hanging out with us. We love to see all the old Dat Fam people coming in,
Yeah.
and we love to see all the new ones joining the show.
And
It's
I'm
been a
noticing
ton
they're
of fun.
joining the Discord too.
Joining the Discord. Yeah, it's been great to see the new people. Welcome to Dat Fam, and we'll be hanging out Tuesday and Fridays.
Thank you for crafting this, Jim.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Jim.
building this
Sure.
world for us, and then we just go in and just burn it.
You need a
down.
space to go in.
Yeah,
and let
we gotta-
yourself crowd surf on the zombies.
We've
and,
been locked up for how many years?
That's
We
true.
got to get out and go
true.
crazy.
It's like
You
COVID.
get let out after all that. It gets all
Yeah.
pent up inside. Now you've unleashed it on the world.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
Hey, thank you all for playing and having fun. We'll see you all next time, everybody. Goodbye. Good
Blue
night.
team, best team.
Blue team,
Blue team, best team.